Hey everybody, it's Brad.
And I'm Claire.
From the Big Family Homestead, and today we're sharing something very special and really important with you today. Claire has an update on the Hats for Vets project she's been working on. And she's got some new stuff to share with you after she tells you just a brief, what is Hats for Vets?
So Hats for Vets is a ministry that I started 2 years ago with the help of my dad via the YouTube channel and his technological expertise.
Power.
And basically what I became was a conduit for anybody that wanted to make hats, knit hats, crochet hats, anything like that, a hat that was homemade, and then distribute them in the community.
To veterans.
To veterans.
As a thank you.
Yeah, as a thank you just for their service and for what they did that a lot of people today wouldn't be willing to do.
Right. So it's been going good. We've gone to a few VA places and had the blessing of being able to distribute some of these things, and you guys have been instrumental because a lot of you have been sending in the hats, you've been sending in donations, and I'll tell you why we're going to do that. Well, actually Claire will tell you why we're going to do that in just a second. But it's been a huge impact in the community because I think a lot of veterans feel like nobody really gives a darn, and especially the youth. And when she does this for these folks, there's genuine, I don't know what the word would be, they really deeply appreciate it. And so the next phase of Hats for Vets is going to involve you too. So
yeah, so I've been kind of brainstorming how we can get this across not just Wisconsin, not just this small area that we live in, but around the country, because I feel like making an impact is a good thing in your small town, but why not make it bigger than that? So my dad and I were kind of conversing and having discourse on what we could do, and he and I both came up with the idea to make you guys the distributors. We'll be the conduit, and we will be kind of the home base of where hats are and all of that kind of stuff. But if you want to get involved, you can, and you can say, hey Claire, I'd really love to distribute hats in my area. Do you think you could send some?
yes.
And that way we can send them to you and you can distribute them around. That way it's kind of like pay it forward almost.
Yeah. So bottom line is this, is that if you're interested in becoming a conduit, we have hats. We've got probably about 150 right now that you guys have sent in, and Claire's made a bunch. And we've also been the kind recipient of donations so that we can use that money to mail them to you guys to distribute. And so we've got enough for a few folks if you want to get involved right now. There's enough for probably what, 10? Yeah,
10 per person that would like to go, or like to
10 hats.
Yeah.
But I'm just also thinking out loud that right now the donations that we've gotten, we could probably only send out about 10 to 20 different packages.
Probably, yeah.
So how can they email you?
They can email me at info.livinglikeClaire@gmail.com.
Spell Claire.
C-L-A-R-E.
Yep. So info.livinglikeClaire@gmail.com. Yeah. And just say, hey, I'm interested in getting involved. And here's the thing though, guys, we have no idea what kind of response this is going to be. It could be like 100 of you say, I want to be involved, and then that would overwhelm us. We would not have enough to take care of it now.
Yeah.
So if you do ask to be a part of it, understand that we might not be able to do it with everybody right off the bat, just because we don't know what the response will be. It could be like nothing, which I'm hoping, I don't think that's, our crowd is a really good crowd, really appreciates the vets. Or it could be so much that we might have to say, thank you for your interest, we're gonna put your name in a list, but right now we're waiting.
Yeah. So get in touch with me, or even if you just have some questions or you want to get to know more about it, then you can email me as well before you dive right in.
Well, and you can, if those of you who do make the hats, you can still send more in. She is also taking donations for the shipping, the cost of shipping.
Yeah.
We're not making a penny on this, guys, just so you know. This is completely $0 for us. Everything that comes in goes right back out. And so if you want to send in a donation for shipping, that's, you know, you can also contact her there. Is there?
Yeah. And I'll give you more information on how to do that when you email me.
Yeah. So very cool thing indeed. We are super, super grateful to our veterans who have done unbelievable things. And it seems to me like these days they're not really given enough credit and enough thanks. And so I'm just proud to death of the way that Claire's developed this and really has a heart of gratitude. And I do too. And so I think is that it? That's the update?
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap. So I'm Brad.
And I'm Claire.
And you guys have an awesome and amazing day.